It's raining, it's pouring, and I don't know why. Well, anyway, welcome back everybody to some more Minecraft. Last time we started, whoops, we started building a farm. We started building a farm right down here. And I also said that we will be building a roof, but I'm not quite gonna build a roof. Instead of building a roof, I am going to build a second floor to the house. Because I can. And I felt like doing it. Anyway, so there basically isn't really much to like talk about, or kinda, but um, I actually do really love. I mean, I played the Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed game that just came out on Switch, and it's actually really cool. It doesn't really have the same controls as which I was hoping for, but eh, oh, I'm okay with it. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. Hair in my mouth is just the worst. Um, so, um, tomorrow I am gonna be seeing the Uncharted movie starring Tom Holland, and I'm pretty sure it would be really cool. Because I love video game or movies that have to do with video games or movie adaptations to classic games. And Uncharted is one of them. Alright, I guess that's good enough for now. Actually, let's just... Whoops. I can't get down. Unless... Whoops. Yeah, I really need to get a new mouse. Because it just does that a lot. No, let's just... Actually, let's just put this one, like, one more back. Which is good, because I actually... Anyway, so there's a show that I've been watching on Disney Plus called The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It's really cool and I love it. I'm still on season 1, but it is a show that has that I have been watching. It is a show that I have watched back when I was a child, and it still holds up to this day. Can I get? Okay, I can. But what's interesting enough is that one of the characters in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or just in the Sweet Life in general, has returned to Disney after a long hiatus. And no, it is not Ashley Tisdale. But um it is something rather interesting, honestly, to like do or talk about, because that show is really good. Because that show really hits hard in my nostalgia. Speaking of nostalgia, not only did I buy the Ezio collection for Switch, I also bought um, another game called Pajama Sam, and that's another game that hits hard in my nostalgia. Alright, let's go to bed. Drink some water. Because water is really good to drink. Open the. No, next time I go to. Not Best Buy. Uh, Micro Center. Buy another mouse. Buy like a new gaming mouse. Because this one is just weird. Because the one I have is. I mean, it's not. Um. A gaming mouse, it's just a regular wireless mouse. And it's still weird to like operate. Um. Ow. Ow. Die. 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 Thank you. That was. Never interrupt someone who is. Never interrupt someone who is chopping down wood for his own. For his own, like, purposes. Um, so tomorrow's video is probably gonna be uploaded a little bit late because I will be watching Uncharted and then eating lunch. Because um but it is kind of weird. It's I've actually seen the trailer for it, like the official trailer for the Uncharted movie, and it's actually really cool, and it is something I do want to see. Because what's wrong with Uncharted? I will say I only played one Uncharted game, and that was the fourth one for the PS4. It was free with PlayStation Plus, so I'm okay with it. Um, Another movie that I didn't know was actively in development was, believe it or not, Detective Pikachu 2. I saw a thing on Twitter that there was this account that I had on Twitter that I found on Twitter that basically says what movies are actively in development, and one of the things I saw was Detective Pikachu 2. So I went online to find like more evidence to support it. I couldn't find it. I could not find anything saying that it was. And then I looked on IMDb, and sure enough, it was in development. Sure enough, the movie was in development, and I am a happy man. Because I love that movie. I actually went to see it in theaters back in when it released. I went to go see it with a friend, and we kind of had a difference. We kind of had a preference difference between us. He wanted to see the movie in 3D, but I wasn't a 3D fan. I wasn't a fan of like watching movies in 3D, and I wanted to see it in IMAX. So I told him that I wasn't going to see it in 3D, and we basically, um, and so I paid for mine. And generally, when I'm in a movie theater, I like to sit somewhat close to the back, because if you're in the front, you don't actually have to move your head up. You don't actually have to move your head up in order to look at the screen. Instead, you could just sit there and just don't move, and you can see the screen perfectly. Well, this is something. Um, Um, this is not good. This isn't good. Need to find like another place to dig. Anyway, so I think so. If anybody is gonna ask what my what kind of seats I prefer in movie theaters, um, when I went to go see the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which was back in 2020, I went to go see it with my dad, and the both of us, and we went to a movie theater that had reclining chairs, which was actually really cool. And the and I honestly prefer them over the standard theater chairs. If anything, because if there was a I'm not sure. I just tend to love reclining chairs as much. They are comfy. They are like extremely comfy. If because I'm not sure. But but when I actually went to go see Detective Pikachu, they actually had normal theater chairs, which was interesting because um not sure. But there was but when I went to see the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, like the more recent one, I mean like the live action one, it was good. I loved that movie. Same with Detective Pikachu because that movie is like extremely good. However, it it did leave me with whoops. Oh man, I don't have any sticks. Um anyway, it did actually kind of leave me with I actually didn't leave the a place I was in until like past midnight. It was extreme, and the reason why, and I didn't want to wait for him, and I didn't want to wait for my friend who was watching it, and his friend watching it in 3D, who was watching it in 3D. So I decided to just go ahead. So I just decided to go ahead and leave on my own. I decided to just leave the. I mean, I decided to call my mom because I can't drive yet. And she picked me up. She picked me up like outside of the mall, and I saw the movie. It was really, really cool. It was like one of the best movies I've ever seen. And the fact that they're making a sequel to the movie, is going to be good. Because that movie really deserves a sequel. Like, all good movies deserve it. But, whoops. But, that's basically my life has been like so far. It hasn't been like bad or anything, but I generally do want to go see more movies and other stuff, because movies, in my opinion, are extremely good. Like, they are well worth the money. Anyway, but that would do it with this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with new content. And I guess next episode we'll probably finish the second floor. See you guys then.